hiding.
Bridge dev?
Yes. Yes. That's a good point, Amy.
Get another step, please.
So, hey, Alex, I think.
Video, you can push in there.
Okay.
Hold that.
One thing I did learn from my local aquarium is that, at least for the giant Pacific octopus, once the females have successfully incubated their eggs and they've hatched, they actually perish.
Yeah. One of Okay. Is that better?
We'll find out when you talk.
Yeah.
Alright, video, gonna come wide. We'll find some more that to zoom in on a bit.
Roger.
That's good there.
So my PhD advisor came here in the 80s, early 90s to the Gorda Ridge, and he was telling me that they picked up a rock and apparently it had one of these octopus stuck to it, and they didn't know, and so they brought it up to the boat, and then somebody that was on the ship took it back to Mbari and put it in an aquarium. So it's still there, I guess.
Oh, and it survived.
They didn't know. Actually, the rock had eggs on it, so she was trying to stay with her eggs.
Still in that aquarium?
I think so. I don't know, unless she passed. But yeah, she took care of it.
I don't think they lived that long.
Yeah.
I thought they lived only a few years.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe they kept breeding it. Maybe her grandbabies are there. great grandbabies.
Yeah, you wanna push in a little bit there? Video?
Yeah.
Little morning stretch.
Stretch.
There's a little shimmer behind there, right?
It looks
Yeah,
like
there's
and
shimmer
behind.
there.
It looks like there's a bit of shimmer.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
blocking our shimmer view.
Yeah.
Everybody remember that octopus.
Big rock behind it, yeah.
The one on the big rock.
Yep.
Starting to really pass, you know.
Yeah.
Have to
Alright, you
come
wanna
up.
come wide, please?
Roger.
Alright. Alex, can you reiterate the target
Look
bearing?
Target bearing to marker C is at 060.
060I.
Yeah, there's actually more of them than I had seen before.
Yeah.
Well, I think, is this our first time actually kind of hanging out here for a little bit? Because it was a kind of a lucky break when we actually discovered it. Oh no, actually, the scientists at Mbari who were here in 2005, 2006, they noted it was here. So we knew this was going to be a site.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Will we want to temperature probe here?
We can't really take it now because we're already moving.
Yeah, no, not now. I just, is that something that they would want to be interested in?
Yeah, we're going to want to do that when we come back.
Huh.
Hey guys, this is Darlene in Lounge.
Hi.
Hey, sorry, I just stepped away and came back, and Sean told me you guys saw a little shimmer behind the octopus. And I just wanted to say I watched some footage of this place when I went to visit Dave Clegg with Chris, and it was like the shimmer was coming predominantly from behind the octopus, as I recall, and we noted that just really quickly in some of the footage. So I think that'd probably be a good place to start in terms of looking, just like what you just saw. Over.
Cool. Thanks, Darlene.
For those of you on Nautilus Live who are speculating as to whether these octopus
Come in, I can't hear you.
are easy prey and
20
maybe
meters.
fall prey to predators, I think we may answer that question later today when we try and take
Correct.
a temperature probe near them. My suspicion is that they may well react to us when we try and insert the temperature probe behind the rocks where they're brooding.
Hold on.
So we are actually transiting away from the octopus garden at the moment. We're heading to a pardon me, ridge feature at this Sea Cliff hydrothermal vent site, where we're hoping to find another diffuse flow site. We'll make some temperature measurements there, take an IGT, an isobaric gas tight sample, and some samples with our super sampler, the suspended particle rosette.
All those tube worms.
For those of you following, the Sea Cliff hydrothermal vent site that we're exploring right now is approximately 2,000.
Target bearing at 160.
Approximately 2,700 meters underneath the ocean. That's where Hercules and Argus are operating right now. The Nautilus, from where you can hear most of the voices on SPL talking to you from,
Decreasing to 155.
floating above them.
Roger.
We're located about 180 kilometers due west of the west coast of North America, just where Oregon meets California. We've got a pretty long day ahead of us today, so a good long day of dive operations for you guys to enjoy.
They're having
The DP.
For those of you wondering, we do occasionally see larger fish down here. You can just see in the Hercules view there what's possibly a cusk eel. Despite its name, that's a bony fish. We also see what are commonly called rat tails or Pacific grenadiers.
Copy that. Seems like it's settling out.
Yeah, he's getting it back.
So how are we doing on our traverse, guys?
We're just about there.
Cool.
About 15 meters.
You could probably reach it now, probably.
Nicole, I don't remember this much marine snow at Louis, do you?
No, but it's also been pretty variable here. I feel like there's some times when we set down and it's very clear.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes, like right now, there's just more marine snow.
Deep ocean weather.
Mm.
Oh, good. Okay, thanks.
For those of you wondering what marine snow is, well, if we're operating at 2,700 meters depth, that means there's 2.7 kilometers of ocean above us, and most of the life is concentrated in the photic zone within, I guess, the top 300
There we
meters.
are.
Marker C.
Shimmer.
And the accumulated waste and dead organisms from that zone tend to rain down through the water column to the seafloor, and that's what we call marine snow.
Look at that.
So we are gonna look for a vent that's 10 to 50 degrees C with a temp probe, and then Sean will come up here and do some IGTs.
So we actually want to be on the other side of the ridge. If you look in the dive plan, we put an image there of, we want to be to the left of where you are, the top of that ridge, kind of, above the chimney and to the right. Does that make sense?
Yep, okay, I see. A heading of 265 is what we're looking for with Hercules.
Roger. I'll come on
Yeah,
over
this
to
is
the
where
ridge.
Vincent and Sean were trying to get a sample yesterday, and they were able to get lower temperatures, and right, it was like 50-ish. Vincent's sitting next to me. But I think we were actually on the other side, sort of looking at the ridge.
Roger. I'll make note over there now.
Wow, look at that.
So we have previously measured some of the temperatures at these vents, and they go up to about 300 degrees Celsius. The exact temperature one measures tends to be influenced by how much seawater is able to mix with that vent fluid before we're able to get the temperature probe to it. And so we're actually going to swing around this site and look for a site where there's a little bit more mixed flow and the temperature's a bit lower for the experiments we're going to do.
Megan, we don't have a name for the site yet, do we? Besides Marker C. We have one name left. What?
No, it's named Candelabra.
Oh. Well, I have one
Yeah,
more
and actually,
mint name.
could you turn off the lasers just to get some pretty footage as we move around it? Amy, you can use your name for the site to the north
Okay. Are we going there tomorrow or tonight?
tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, and we should name the octopus place something.
Yeah.
Alright. We might need to move the ship a little bit once
Yeah.
we get the ship able to move.
In this direction.
Let's see here. Argus
Yeah,
is
I think we
facing
want to
135.
go probably just a little bit to start with.
090.
Let's go with like 1.
100.
No, I think we want to go like 160. Kind
Yeah.
of put us like over there. You think?
Yeah, unless we want to work on this side. We want to work on this side though, right?
Yeah, we do. Okay, yeah, let's go with Argus heading then 135.
Okay.
Or do you want to go over here?
Kind of want to sit back a little
Because
bit.
the hill's
there.
here though, right?
Yeah.
So let's just do a 5 meter. We're going to settle in pretty good though. I think we're still kind of moving.
That's true. Okay.
I think let's just get a few more minutes. Let's not rush it.
Copy
We're
that.
still kind of settling in, so. Are you getting, you're getting tuggy? I can come down too if you're a little
Yeah.
tuggy.
Getting a little
Try to
tuggy.
locate Sean. Okay.
Because they want a heading of 265. Is that correct, Nicole?
Yep, that's right.
So it looks like that's going to be like right where that hill comes down.
Yep, it looks like the bucket lid in the image is peeking out just over the top of the ridge. So we're kind of just a mirror from where we were.
All right. It just might be a little bit interesting to sit down because we have a hill that's going to be right beside us and behind us.
Yeah, we're going to be wedged right in that.
Yeah.
I don't know how they set
Okay.
up yesterday, to be honest. I don't. We weren't on watch for that, so.
Roger.
It says their depth was 2741, which looks a little,
2741?
2741.
yeah.
So they were down a
They were
little bit
down.
more?
Yeah, they might be around, well, kind of like where we were, but like
On the
all the
other
way
side.
around the other side.
I think that's right, Josh, because again, in that picture we put in the dive plane, you could see the very top of the bucket lid, like over the ridge. But really, just to the left of this chimney, sort of looking 260 is what we're looking for, 265.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only difficulty with that is that we have a hill rising up, so it'll be hard for us to set down. It's the only concern that we have.
Okay.
All right. Why don't you just jump up, fly over top, spin around,
Try another
see what
side.
that looks like. Yeah. Don't bother doing a whole thing. Just go up and over and turn around.
Roger.
For those of you watching in the Hercules view, don't forget to take a look at either the quad view or channel
Come up a
2
little
and
bit.
get a great view of the context of this site as Argus looks down on Hercules.
Coming too high.
Yeah, I'm coming down now.
Great footage.
Are you zoomed in on Herc at all? Oh, you just, yeah,
A little bit.
yeah. There you go.
Down a little bit.
So yeah, just kind of go up there and see if you can kind of come at it on the other side a little bit.
This is
Yeah.
the image.
Roger.
Oh, so,
They were on
okay,
the
well
other
they
side.
were kind of on top of the hill, I guess, eh?
Yeah, it looks like it.
The markers
Down
right
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were working,
They were like,
they were wedged a
yeah,
little bit.
they were kind of sitting in that little spot there, but they were they were opposite to where we're heading right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were on the other side of this, sort of wedged in the saddle of what you can see right there.
Yeah, that'd be fine. You just might have to.
All right.
Yeah, sorry. I have to
No, no.
do just what you did again. We've slid over a little bit as well. Argus is still kind of settling.
Hi, Sean.
Somebody's mic is hot.
Your mic's hot.
Come back over.
So I know a number of you on Nautilus Live are interested by the fact that we've measured temperatures of 300 degrees Celsius at these vents as to what are some of the hottest vents in the world. I believe those are in what's called the Cayman Rise in the Caribbean, where they've measured temperatures in excess of 400 degrees Celsius. I don't know the exact temperature figure there.
130. Copy. Bridge nav.
I'm gonna spin the other way because I'm out of wrap.
Let's do a 5-meter step at bearing 130.
Sorry, stand by guys. I'm just gonna make sure I don't put a wrap in. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just getting myself in a happy heading.
Hey Jess, when you have a moment, could you just flip your mic up a little bit?
Oh yeah, sorry guys.
That's okay.
It's bubblegum flavored today, right? Alright, we're gonna just wait for the ship to put Argus in a better spot real quick before we can set down.
I'll get, and we're temp probing, right?
Yes.
Get that out.
Herc, while we're settling out, can I have the ICLs up, please?
Roger.
And I think when we sat down yesterday, we were, well, we can't see it now, but there's sort of a gold, you can see that goldish yellow color to the left. We were sort of at the apex of that when we sat down to do temperature probing.
Roger. Understood. No, I'm not rocking back all the way in. Stand by one. I guess I am all the way back. Porch light coming on.
Will the temperature readings be on the sonar again?
Yeah.
Do that.
I'll put those on the
You
clock.
guys can turn those lasers back on too.
Roger.
Thanks, Sarah.
Oh, sorry.
Put this down. Grip it here.
So for those of you watching the quad view on Nautilus Live, you can see the two sonar views from, I think, respectively Hercules on the right and Argus on the left. And then on the bottom, you can actually see the temperature that will be measured by the temperature probe in real time as we see it.
Are those shrimp up there swimming around that
How's the ship doing?
top?
I was able to make that
Hold it
work.
steady.
It's hard to say right now, but we have been seeing a few shrimp.
I do another.
We might need a little
Call
more
it another step.
scope.
Sure.
Yeah.
Bridge nav.
Another 5 meters would do it.
Get one more step, please.
That's great.
Sure. Oop. No. That one. Yeah, I see that
Yeah.
right now.
I'm gonna stop them and then see if I just need to restart it.
So our pilots are just going to carefully place Hercules down on the sea floor within range of this vent, and that will give us a perfectly stable platform from which to make a temperature measurement and then subsequently make the decision as to whether we're going to take an IGT sample here, an isobaric gas tight sample. Those IGTs, those are the two instruments you can see in the front porch of Hercules, labeled 1 and 2. What they do is they're able to take a sample of vent fluid, which is coming out at a, well, ambient pressure down here is 270 atmospheres, and then they keep that fluid at that pressure as we take it to the surface.
Stop it and then exit out. Reopen it.
Allowing Sean, one of our scientists aboard, to then sample that fluid and, most importantly, the dissolved gases it contains back in his laboratory on board the Nautilus.
No, not yet. I'll cancel it. Did you power cycle? All right.
While we just get set up here, you've also got the Argus view of Hercules that really shows in impressive detail the context of the seafloor we're operating on. As I mentioned before, all of this is 2,700 meters below the surface.
I'm gonna cycle that program real quick.
The shrimp are cracking me up. They get close to the vent and then they go whee. Yeah. Yeah.
Now I guess what's interesting for you, Amy, is why are they doing that? What are they feeding on there, perhaps? Or
well, they have symbionts. The
That's what I was-
microbes are eating the sulfide and providing them with energy.
yeah, so essentially the shrimp might be gardening by just exposing their symbiotic microbes to the vent fluid.
Yeah.
Where are you seeing
We're
these
not
shrimps,
moving.
you guys?
All just above the
Ship's
vent.
not moving. Argus
There's a
probably
whole
has a
bunch
little
of
swing,
little-
but we can do one more and set you up a little bit.
Little orange.
Yeah.
I think they're shrimp.
So there's
Maybe like
There's
a
no-
090?
there's no known hydrothermal vent shrimp in the eastern Pacific that have symbionts like what they have in the
No, I
Mid-Atlantic?
would go. Sorry.
It looks like they're just all in the
yeah,
plume.
180.
They're not actually like
Puts us a little bit.
sitting on the vent itself.
Okay.
Josh,
5
I don't think
meters
that
at
SPL.
180.
I'd do 5.
5
then-
meters?
Yeah.
Can you see them?
Bridge nav. You have 5 meters at bearing 180.
You can probably settle in there now, I bet, though.
Yeah. The sonars are back up.
And let's bring the temp back up, too.
And can you select on the Herc and just reduce it to 10, please? All right. Let's see if we got enough scope.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
Oh, you just have to press the minus on the range here. So you just
range down
yeah,
to 10 meter divisions.
yeah.
There you go. And then, yeah, then bring
Then
that
the temp probe.
program back up.
It actually kind of looks like they're
That
coming
one.
down
Increase
the
in gain?
slope and over.
We can leave it for now. Just,
Okay.
just bring that temp
It's hard
thing
to
back
see
up.
though.
All right. So, sorry guys.
I think you're probably like in there. Yeah, like somewhere. Go down a little closer there.
Yeah.
Let's see. You might have to bring your heading the other way, heading to.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Port.
try to make it 265 for them.
Okay.
free up the arm a bit more.
Oh yeah, I think you're.
Sorry.
Yeah, watch your back in there. You're,
Yeah, I'm right by the hill.
it's a little more in the saddle, right? Like not nestled right up against the vent.
Yeah.
According to the picture.
Yeah, you want to be a little more to port.
Roger. That over here?
I would bring your heading around, because you're bashing right up against the back of the hill, the sub. So I'd bring your heading back around this way.
Roger. Just trying to give the arm some space, but
Yeah, it's okay. We got space. It's you're kind of putting yourself in a not a great spot there.
yeah. I back up and just reapproach.
Yeah. Too far.
Too far in the weeds. All right.
Yeah, there you go. That's looking a little better. Somewhere in there. Yep.
It's raining shrimp.
Might be a little too far ahead, maybe. Sean, do you have an eye on where you want a temp probe there?
Looks like right there.
Yeah, you're too deep though.
Too deep, yeah.
Too deep.
I'm trying to see where I can see the shimmery water.
I think yeah, we want to back up a little bit.
It looks like they were right.
I think it's more to the left, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so too.
Sean?
Yeah, I think it is.
More to the left?
Yeah.
I think we're a little bit
a little more to the left and a little bit deeper.
deeper, yeah. It's 2741 was the target depth.
Yeah, we're not getting to that though.
2741
Oh, no.
is
We're
not.
at 2728, so I don't think that depth matches up.
That's weird. Yeah. Yeah, and then on the other part of the plan it says 2729, so.
Okay. Stand by. Pulling out a little bit. So it looks like from the image that we have, this is the saddle that they were sitting in.
Correct.
And
you do have some diffuse flow right ahead.
Yeah.
Right over the IGT.
right.
There's a lot going across the ridge there.
It seems like we're too far forward to me. Like the vehicle needs to back up.
Does it?
Kind of. I don't know. Maybe am I just?
It looks like that's.
There's a little bit of diffuse flow patches out there.
Too looks.
Yeah, like right above the IGT.
Yeah, are you able to reach that, Josh?
We could try.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a little right above the IGT. There's a little bit just above the milk crate on the left.
Yeah.
I think there was some coming out of that sort of overhang in the upper left of the video screen as well. There's a few targets that we can hit from about right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There might be some
like you see
right
this,
behind
you see
the
this
arm.
dark
Right, I
rock
see
right
that too.
under the wrist in the picture?
Yeah.
I think that's just over the IGT right now. Like we're a
Yeah.
little further.
Further nearer to the vents here.
Yeah, we're like, I wonder if we slide over. Well,
There's like that ledge over
Let me
there.
just see if I can
Right.
reach. Can you just show me the arm and where the chimney is relative to the arm?
Roger.
Okay.
Looks like you're clear.
All right. Oh, that's pretty far.
Yeah, it's quite far.
You just look at how much cable I have.
Roger.
Yeah,
Coming
a tiny
tight.
bit left, but not a whole lot. I think
Too far?
Let's zoom in a little bit, please.
Roger.
That's good.
Looks like there's other sites here to the left.
Yeah, that's the one I was
Oh no,
indicating.
you're
above
right
the
there,
milk
Josh.
crate.
You're in it. Yeah.
That one looks
That might be a little bit
kinda hot.
closer for us.
Look at that. Is that blue ciliate, Matt?
Yeah.
Maybe?
It looks like it.
I see a sea spider. Is that what they're called? The spider?
Yeah, I see it, Amy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the little pygmagonid type critters.
So for those of you on Nautilus Live, you can see the temperature we're measuring right now on the quad view, bottom left. Currently 48 degrees and climbing, 50.
It's too hot.
Too hot.
What about the one down to
Hang
the
on,
left?
hang on. Can you
Hanging
leave
on.
it in there so Vincent can get this temperature? Just so we can see where it maxes out.
Mm-hmm.
Can we do a partial zoom on Argus?
Yeah. Can we do the lights like you were doing yesterday?
They are.
Oh. It's just, I guess the water's different.
You can play with iris and stuff or whatever there too.
Yeah.
So Amy,
Yes.
I mean, this is probably a really good orifice for Sean to sample and an interesting temperature.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the super micro, we could just, back up an inch.
Okay.
And we'd probably be, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
just think it's a temperature we haven't seen, and I think it would benefit, getting some good gas chemistry at, below 100, basically, but above 50.
Right.
What do you think, Sean?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Well, if I hover,
The only worry I have is, are we going to be able to get the gas tight up against that black mound right there with the sort of the yellow gold staining?
I think we're gonna have to change
Yeah.
the vehicle.
Yeah,
But if
I
I'm
agree.
like right now, if I kind of touch, like I'm really low to the ground there, and that's where I was getting that 77. But if I'm anywhere up, move it at all, it drops right off. Like now I'm reading 28 there. I maxed out at 70, almost 78, but it's climbing there a little bit. Might have just hit kind of the hot spot there for a moment.
Video, can you push in a little bit more?
You okay with that?
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
go for it.
That good, Sean?
Yeah, I just wanted to see sort of what we were looking at for if we are going to sample here, it might be worth just kind of moving some of that biological material out of the way if we can.
Yeah.
Still not super clear about, yeah, that's actually really good. Right there is perfect. I just don't want to get that stuff inside the IGT. No biology. Sorry, Julie.
You're getting tons of biology in your IGTs, my friend.
Not the hot stuff.
Okay, let's not excavate anymore.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it looks like right there is really hot. Maybe not.
It's in the 20s right now.
They're all going
Maybe
back
it's
in
towards.
there.
It's still dropping.
Yeah.
I think we should get in whatever position the ROV thinks is best to be dealing with the IGTs. And then, spend our time getting a good temperature on them.
Okay. Let's come wide,
Okay.
please.
Roger.
And from that orifice is the one that you guys want then?
That's the spot.
Sean?
Sure.
Full wide.
Cool.
Yeah, that one's all right.
So I just think we need to.
We'll see what we get with temperature. If we get a good solid temperature, then we can take it. If this is for Vincent, then
We just need to.
if we don't get a
hop over
good
little
solid
bit
temp,
there.
then we
You
might
know what I
want to
mean?
think about a different one.
Yeah, over and
Looks like
a little
we've
bit
got
forward.
Yeah, just
a
to
lot
give
of
the arm a
choices.
little more room.
Roger. Are you
So,
guys?
We
I mean,
have a lot of
this
choices.
is to have a sample for microbiology and IGTs in the exact same place, Sean, but I'm okay if it goes a little bit hot because I think it is
Sorry, I'll give
interesting
you the
to have
perch.
that data point for everybody.
Okay.
So for those of you following us on Nautilus Live, we are currently exploring one of the hydrothermal vent systems that make up the Seacliff hydrothermal vents.
All right.
A little move.
We are
Little move. I'm gonna put the pen and tilt a little forward though, so I can see.
Okay.
we are operating at a depth of 2,700 meters approximately under the sea. The voices you can hear are coming to you from the exploration vessel Nautilus, operating on the surface above this site, in addition to scientists ashore at the Inner Space Center in Rhode Island. The Nautilus itself is located in the eastern Pacific Ocean, just about 180 kilometers off the west coast of North
Mongo's a
America.
little
Let's
bit
just
in.
come wide on the Argus, but we just make this move here.
Right.
All right. Kind of up against the hill there, but we'll try this out.
I think you just might have to lateral the port and then turn a little bit more. So you're unfortunately going to be kind of
Yeah.
putting the back end into the hill. But if we get into a decent spot,
Roger.
let's see if we can find
There's
it.
Mongo.
I can always move Mongo too. But he'll be all right. He likes sitting.
He's an anchor.
He's an anchor. Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of on a teetery rock, but we'll see how we
I think you want to slide.
I don't know how much more slide I got though.
Yeah.
I might hop back
think
and
you
then
do.
just push that rock.
Let's see. I think that's or like this. Just gonna bubble a little bit here for a sec.
Roger.
Can we zoom in on Argus too, please? Let's try and look at the arm. I'm just gonna tilt down a bit.
More?
That's all the tilt down I have.
Okay.
I just want to see if I can get my arm. Oh yeah, the arm's got lots of room to the chimney.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's pretty good there. We'll
Roger.
get it in there somewhere.
She's settling out a little bit with the heading.
Okay.
So let's just hold off a sec.
Yep.
Video, when you get a chance, can you share my other screen here with ISC, please?
Yeah.
Now let's try that.
Yeah, I think it should be.
That looks good. I'm gonna rack
Just
back a
wanna
little
make
bit.
sure I can't really do. Yeah, you can see in Argus there's room to the chimney there.
Yeah. Sorry.
Ooh.
Oh,
It's
lost
on
it.
quad 3 now.
Put more vertical down.
Can you spin your heading back to where you were? You're an auto head.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, gotta take the stick out.
About there.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah, sure. Put the auto heading in there. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna rock back.
So for those
Yeah.
of you on Nautilus Live, once settled, we are going to be taking one of these IGTs in the front porch of Hercules and use it to obtain a couple of samples of this vent fluid.
We're still sliding around.
Yeah.
Why are we sliding around?
I think we're on a little bit of a rock beneath us.
Your heading should hold you though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think we're teeter-tottering on a rock there.
Sure. Well, we're gonna have to try and get a little more stable.
Yeah. How about this? This might not be the ideal heading, but we can try this one here. Sorry. Should we try that?
Sure.
Nice.
So that little S shape you can see on the isobaric gas tight sampler is a snorkel for taking in the vent fluid with a temperature probe mounted next to it on the end. That gives us a pretty precise idea of the temperature of the vent fluids we're sampling. You can actually see that temperature on the bottom left of the quad view on the nautiluslive.org. You'll hear the scientist Sean reading out those temperatures to the ROV pilots to help them find the right spot. All of those temperatures are in degrees Celsius.
You want to zoom in, please? A little more.
Five degrees. 7. 8, 10, 14, 28, 38, 42, 43, 41, 40, 33, 29, 28, 30, 29, 33, 34, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 43, 44, 38, 34, 34, 37, 40, 41.
Do you want me to try and move? I haven't moved it at all during all that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just watching the temperature. I was not even watching you at all.
I've been locked off the entire time. Do you want me to just...
Yeah, definitely. If we can maybe push in a little bit more, if you can.
And you want, sorry, what's the range again that you're after, temperature-wise?
Oh, we got 70s with the with the Herc temp probe.
I'll push
Yeah,
it,
right around.
or
Yeah, let's zoom in a little more.
I think more important than the temperature though is just that it's a little bit more steady.
Stable.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's go for...
This is the sort of what we ran into the other day as well, that it was so wafty that getting a solid temperature was less desirable. Well, more desirable, I should say. We're at 16 degrees. It almost looks like it's coming out sort of vigorously at the back right. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right about, yeah, sort of in that area, maybe even a little back. 22, 27.
I'm locked out there.
Okay, 30, 31, 34, 40, 41, 56. Is there any way you can move about a centimeter back and right? Yeah, exact, right there, yes.
Locked off.
48, 56, 62, 64, 55, 50. This is as typical for a diffuse vent site, it's all over the place. We're down to 19 degrees.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Can you push that down a little bit? Right there, yeah. Maybe back. Perfect. 99,
Locked off.
106, 105, 114, 126.
It is really impressive, just the 1 centimeter move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's amazing that you can be 1 centimeter from 300 to 100 degree fluids. It's quite remarkable. We're at about 148 degrees.
Wow. Good jump.
Vincent's really excited about that temperature.
Yeah, I'm sure he is, but now we're down to 90. And now we're down to 876.
I wonder if moving all that biology out of the way kind of allowed more flow.
Yeah, it probably did. What does Vincent think with the temperature fluctuations we have?
So you mean the temperature fluctuation we had yesterday?
Well, right now, this sample is sort of a combined sample for the two of you sitting there. So I think it's a little bit too variable to get a really reliable sample, but if you want to risk it, then I'm happy to do that. We're down at 55 degrees, so we have about an 80 degree temperature range here. I don't think this is a great spot.
Well, I think it's okay, Sean, but let's just see if we can, I don't know if you can just put it down a little bit to try to get it. I mean, right now
it's 45 degrees, and we haven't moved.
Yeah, right. I mean, 45 is a great temperature, but.
Yeah, but it's not. It's also not reflective of what the temperature actually is. It's just that it's probably wafting away from us.
What about that spot in the very front? Can you see that?
Yeah.
Like
down at the bottom of the
over
screen there.
here?
I'll bump down real quick, Josh.
Okay.
20 degrees. 17.
I think you're right though, that the vigorous flow there.
If we're going to sample here, I think our spot is in the back right corner.
Back right corner.
Roger.
Part of the problem is we have to look through that shimmery water, and the depth perception is just
Yeah, I've got bubble cam to use as a guide.
very
as well.
challenging.
You want to try a new spot?
If you can just maybe tuck it back into the right into that other spot.
Sure.
Okay, yep.
That's right.
Yeah, right down, maybe down a centimeter from there. Perfect. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, I'm locked off there.
Thank you. 137, 164, 185, 200, 206, 217, 224, 234. I'm going to predict we're going to hit about, oh, maybe not. 242, 247, 250.
Wow.
252.
It's the little vent that could.
Yeah. Well, the temperature is probably close to 270. It's just a matter of whether we hit it dead on or we get a lot of entrainment from the cold seawater surrounding it.
Uh-huh.
Although it's pretty steady around 240 degrees.
Yeah, we don't want that.
You don't want that, okay. So this temperature is too hot.
So I know it's like against everything you've been trained and what you're good at to say this, but it is okay to have seawater mixing in because that is what the microbes are experiencing it.
Oh, God, you're killing me.
I know. This is called interdisciplinary research, my friend. So for the fact of the matter is we're going to be putting the super probe
Yeah, you
in
can't,
here and backing off.
yeah, you can't
right,
put the super probe in this. You'll have certainly a probicue.
Right.
Yeah,
So
Sean.
So I just moved it up a
you
centimeter.
know, yeah. I would say as long as we're, let's see what happens there.
Okay. I'm flexible.
What do you got there, Sean?
34.
That was like a 1 centimeter move up.
Yeah, now it's 21.
Oh.
16. Do I hear 14? I do, 14.
I might be able to punch in a little bit more if that would help
What
at all.
what are your
pretty
thoughts,
good
ISC?
We just want steady
Yeah.
and below, just steady and below 90, let's say, to represent what the microbes are experiencing it without dying.
Without being pyrolyzed.
Correct.
Okay.
Paralyzed.
42, 46, 48, 47. Pretty steady at 45 right about now. 42.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty great temperature. Let's just sit here for another minute. And
Yeah,
then
agreed.
If you're good with it.
I'm locked off in this position.
And 50 degrees, 47. $33.
You guys zoom in on the tip of it.
Sure. Zoom in, please.